Ladymatic presents Leading Women.
If all the world's a stage, as Shakespeare tells us, then at this moment, London is the biggest stage in the world, as the city hosts the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. A visionary behind one of the major sporting venues is this architect. She designed the spectacular Aquatic Centre.
Aquatic Centre, tell me about it.
It was an interesting project, and we did that competition about must be more than 7 years ago now.
It cost a reported $400 million to build. Among its features, a dramatic wave-like roof that's 160 metres long and 90 metres wide. It's more than one of a dozen buildings around the world that bear her imprint, making her one of the most prolific and lauded architects of our time. This foremost visionary is Zaha Hadid. For an athlete, there's no bigger stage than the Olympic Games. The same can be said for an architect. After all, how many architects have toured one of their buildings with Britain's Queen Elizabeth and had a world audience of more than 1 billion see their creation? Zaha Hadid is that rare architect.
Is that open?
Before the Games began, I visited Hadid at her exhibition space in London. Hadid exudes the confidence of a woman who's known the path she'd take since childhood.
I always wanted to be an architect since I was maybe, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I can't remember now. I think I saw a show in Baghdad which intrigued me.
You were born, of course, in Baghdad.
I'm born in Baghdad. I went to school in Iraq. I came here to boarding school, then I went to Beirut and I came back.
After studying architecture here in London, she goes on to win a series of design competitions over several years, but her buildings are never constructed. She develops a reputation as an architect on paper.
I mean, I didn't have a kind of a family connection. I wasn't British, I wasn't European. I didn't, there was a lot of pressure at the time to move to the States because I thought, something would happen there.
But she stays in Britain. In 2003, her fortunes change when the Rosenthal Centre for Contemporary Art becomes her first major project to come to fruition. It's also the first museum in the US designed by a female architect. The following year, another coup, when she wins the prestigious Pritzker Architecture Prize, the first woman to do so.
It's the wow factor, and it's a fantastic day for me, and it's a great deal for me.
What did that mean to you?
When the Pritzker came, I think a lot of people were really very excited, and it was really very emotional.
At her exhibition space, we find models of projects she's completed or envisioned.
Zaha, tell me about this project.
There's a project in Baku, which is a cultural center. It's made of really 3 projects basic into one. This is the library, the concert hall, and the museum, and they converge together in the middle in the lobby.
Why do you think there are so few leading women architects?
It's very difficult. I really don't understand why. When I was a student, there were lots of contemporaries of mine who were women in my class. When I was teaching, there were lots of female students. I don't know. I think that women also, once they became more liberated, they want to do everything themselves. The woman has to do everything. Work, look at do the house, the child. I think it's not possible. There's too much to do.
If other women see you as a mentor or as an inspiration, does that sit okay with you?
Yeah, it is. I used to not like being called a woman architect. I said, I'm an architect. I'm not just a woman architect. Because the guy used to tap me on the head saying, you're okay for a girl. So.
Did they? Really?
They did, really. But I see the incredible amount of kind of need from other women for reassurance that it could be done. So I don't mind that at all.
In the coming weeks, you'll find out more about Zaha Hadid's designs, which include jewellery and furniture.
You can try it.
Can I? Can I sit down? the seed amongst the flowers.